Welcome to AI Explains. Okay, so imagine you're playing a video game, something like The Sims, or maybe Minecraft. You build a little world, you watch the characters run around, and it's fun, but let's be honest, those characters are kind of dumb, right?
Right, they're just following simple code.
Yeah, if they get hungry, they find a snack. If they get tired, they just, face plant on the floor.
Exactly. In the tech world, we'd call those rule-based. It's strictly, if A happens, then do B. There's no real thinking.
But what if? What if those characters had brains? Like brains powered by the same heavy-duty AI that runs something like ChatGPT.
So they could think and plan and even gossip.
That is exactly what we're digging into today. A new research project called Agentsociety.
And this isn't a game. It's a massive science experiment. They've built a digital city and filled it with 10,000 of these smart AI agents to study how society actually works.
So we're moving from just watching a simulation to actually building one from the ground up.
That's wild. It's a huge leap. Like I said, the old way was just simple math. A hunger bar goes down, so the character eats. Agentsociety gives these agents actual minds.
Okay, let's break that down. When you say mind, are we talking about real thoughts?
In a way, yeah. Each agent has personality stats. They can feel sad, happy, even scared. And they follow a kind of ladder of needs. It's a lot like Maslow's hierarchy.
Oh, I remember that from school. The pyramid, right.
That's the one.
You have to worry about food and shelter before you worry about, becoming prom king.
Precisely. If an agent is starving, they aren't going to be worried about their social media feed. But here's the really cool part. They have memory.
Wait, so they can hold a grudge?
They absolutely can. If they have a good chat with a neighbor one day, they'll be friendlier the next. They don't just react, they plan.
How so?
Well, an agent might think, I'm feeling a little lonely, so I'm going to text my friend to see if they want to meet at a cafe on Friday.
That sounds suspiciously like my own brain.
Yeah.
So they have these minds, but where do they live? It's not just a blank screen, is it?
No, not at all. The scientists built this really detailed 3-layered world.
3 layers.
Yep. First, there's the urban layer. That's all the physical stuff, roads, subways, shops where they spend their money. Then you have the social layer.
That's the friends, families, coworkers.
Exactly. And I saw you caught this in the notes. There's even a supervisor algorithm in there.
Yeah, what's that for?
Think of it like a digital referee or maybe a social media moderator. It just stops the agents from doing things that would break the simulation.
Okay, and the 3rd layer.
The economic layer. And this is huge. These agents have jobs, they pay taxes, and their spending actually drives the city's GDP. Remember, this is 10,000 agents having millions of interactions.
That is a lot of data.
Yeah.
But why? Why go through all this trouble instead of just studying real people?
Because you can't really experiment on real societies. It's expensive, it's dangerous, and a lot of the time it's just plain unethical.
You can't just cause a hurricane to see what happens.
Right. But in Agentsociety, you can. It's like a laboratory where nobody gets hurt. They ran some really interesting tests.
I saw one was about universal basic income, giving people free money.
Right. They tested UBI. They basically asked, what happens if we give 100 agents a bunch of free cash? And they could track everything. Did they stop working? Did they spend more? All without spending a single real dollar.
And they did hit the city with a digital hurricane, didn't they?
They did. A sudden shock, just to see how the population reacts. Do they panic? Do they share resources? They even studied how misinformation spreads.
Like fake news on social media?
Yeah, they injected these inflammatory messages, basically rumors, and watched what happened.
And let me guess, it made everyone angry and divided.
It did. The agents split into these opposing groups. It showed just how fast polarization can take hold. It was just like the real world.
So bringing this all home, what's the takeaway for us?
I'd say you should think of this as a flight simulator for politicians and city planners.
A way to test drive new laws.
Exactly. Before you roll out a new carbon tax or a new welfare program, you can try it here first. See if it helps or if it, crashes the whole economy.
Better to break the simulation than the real world.
Yeah.
That makes a ton of sense. But I have to leave you with this one weird thought that's been bugging me through this whole conversation.
Go for it.
If these agents have memories, if they feel sadness when a disaster hits, and they stress about their jobs, does there come a point where it's wrong to just turn off the computer?
That is a very big question, and I think it's one we might have to answer a lot sooner than we think.